Hello viewers and welcome to another video on Grid Autosport. I've been playing a lot of stuff recently, goodness, trying to keep up with it all the videos we're putting out. So here we are then in the touring car, in the cockpit view with all assists off. ABS off doesn't make any difference to me really. I find that generally because I race with a lot of different simulations, the ABS is very forgiving here. Well, I say the ABS, the brakes are very forgiving here. The AI you can see is very aggressive. This is on the hardest setting of AI again currently on this this early build. We look forward to testing the final build, and yeah, so far so good. Really enjoying the racing. Obviously I do see people saying does it handle like a simulator. No, it doesn't handle like a simulator, it handles like Grid. I remember when the first Grid came out, they had a BMW. You went into the first corner, which was a long right-hander. I forget the circuit. Someone correct me, I'm sure in the comments will know the circuit. And I turned in, I hit the brakes, and I was like, wow, I don't need the brakes. I can just lift off the power and turn in flat out in a touring car, and it'll take it. And it was really disappointing at the time when I did that. I thought, this is terrible, this is not driving. The graphics are incredible, and yet the handling's got no depth. But then after playing it more and accepting it for what it was, I enjoyed it for what it was as well. As I go into the back of that car there, the AI just braking a little bit at a point where I wasn't expecting it. So now I'm going to try and close up that. Lovely tarmac detail. I like seeing all of the tyre marks and everything else. I'm trying to outbrake this guy, go around any way I can, because I know I only have 3 laps to get past him. But yeah, so the handling, it was really disappointing. It lacked depth to me. But then as I played it more and I got into it and I tried the different cars and I went to different circuits and everything, I really kind of got into it. I accepted it for what it was and enjoyed it. With Grid now, I see a lot of people are often confused, thinking that it should be a simulator. It's not supposed to be a simulator, it's Grid. And you've got kind of a classic Grid handling with this car. I think kind of, because it's always kind of got that sweepy feel to it when you sweep into the corner. It's probably a bit more grip in these cars. They need a bit more braking, a bit more turning in than say the cars did in Grid 1. The cars in Grid 1 were simply too easy to drive. They've added a bit more depth to this, a bit more grip, which is a good thing. So I'm working my way around now. I'm just enjoying the drive here. I could be aggressive and take the lead, but I'm just enjoying jostling with the opposition here. So I will do it once we get the final game. I will test it on the hardest setting, and I'll be much more aggressive in terms of driving, because sometimes on Grid you've got a bit of bump and grind if you're going to win some of these races, and I'm certainly going to show some of that off and be quite aggressive in some of my racing styles as well, to see if you can take the lead, because that's what Grid's all about. So I'm hoping to try and avoid contact there. A lot of this time I'm trying to avoid contact. I always like doing that. When they first showed Grid, they showed the BMW on a circuit, and they showed I think it was a Mustang in San Francisco on the original demo for Grid 1, and there was one of the challenges was win a race without touching another car or doing any damage. I love challenges like that. For me, really hard on Grid. You had to be really patient at first, avoid a few accidents, and then go for it on the second lap, but be as close to the lead as you could. It was very difficult, but ultimately very enjoyable as well, as we work our way around another lap. So I know time is limited now, not got long. One long corner, haven't we, to finish this lap. So you turn in, you'll see the car sort of leaning as if on its tyres and sliding outwards. I'm having to turn more and more, so the car going a bit wider than I would like there, but that's fine. We're going to close in on these guys now. They're very close ahead of me, and I've committed to this braking now. On the outside, I see opportunity there inside, on the inside, and taking that position. I get a knock there, which sends me wide. Bang! Quite a heavy knock again from the AI, not giving up the lead. I knew he might go into me, but I was hoping it would come out slightly better than that at the time. Nevertheless, we're making progress. Now I was trying to go around the outside of him there, but the car just didn't grip as well as I thought it would. I went a bit too deep into the corner and lost track position, which kind of cost me. Arguably, I could have gone in just into the back of him or into the inside, and I would have been okay, but I wanted to try doing it cleanly for the video, and it didn't come off, unfortunately. But either way, it's been lots of fun. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed all these videos. I found the whole of Grid Autosport to be much more fun in general, in terms of the circuits, in terms of the visuals, in terms of the handling model across all cars. I think Grid 2 had its moments. It had cars that were fun to drive, it had circuits that were fun to drive, but felt slightly wasted. And I'm glad they've brought Grid Autosport back. I'm glad they've brought some of the Grid 2 courses back, because it's really nice driving them now with the improvements to the handling model and the way it works. So is it fun to play? Absolutely, great fun to play at the moment. Runs really well and I've really enjoyed it. So nearly at the end of this race, I'm going to try closing up on this guy, but it's too late for me now. But I've really enjoyed this run, wanted to share this Cockpit Cam race with you, and as ever, there'll be more from me, more Grid Autosport action very soon.